Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Walking Dead final season. It's going to be episode 3, and there's going to be a recap, so I don't need to give you one. So here's the recap.
Previously on The Walking Dead. While searching for a place to call home, AJ and I found an old boarding school run by kids deep in the forest. Their leader was a guy named Marlon, and AJ pulled the trigger. I told AJ that what he'd done was murder, that he'd have to atone for it. The other kids agreed. They voted to kick us out. I thought we'd never return. Then, AJ and I were attacked by Abel, one of the raiders Marlon had given the twins to. He was with someone I thought I'd never see again. Lily. We were almost eaten by walkers when suddenly, one of them spoke to me. His name was James, an ex-whisperer who didn't believe in killing walkers. He helped me treat AJ, but without real medicine, he wouldn't make it. The kids didn't turn away the sad sight of AJ and let us back inside. After I told them how we could defend the school against the raiders, they were willing to let us stay, at least until the fight. I decided to help Lewis tune his piano. He opened up to me. Lewis is a great friend. Those are rare. Then the raiders finally came. They busted open our gates, but the kids stayed hidden as planned. Until 10 ran out of cover, hoping for a chance to learn about his missing sisters. The bomb went off, and attempting to save 10, Mitch threw himself at Lily and got a knife to the throat. With only a second to decide, I fired and saved Lewis. They got away with 3 of our friends, and we had no idea where they'd gone. But we knew someone who did.
I don't regret any of my decisions. I'm going to say that now. I explained all of them last episode. So if you're curious about my reasoning for some of those decisions, they're in the last episode. I mean, some of them are regrettable decisions because both options kind of suck. But anyway, there's your recap. In case if you do want to watch the previous episodes or previous seasons, there's playlists, there's a channel. They're on my channel. There is a channel that they're on, and it is mine. Or someone else's. But my choices are on my channel.
At the start, I was so little, and Mitch looked after me. People said he was a dick sometimes, but he was always nice to me. Now he's gone. Stabbed in the eye by some asshole who never even knew his name.
Look, I promise you, Willie, the people who did this, we're going to hit them back. They're gonna regret ever coming near us.
If Mitch were here, he wouldn't cry. He'd find a way to get our friends back. Then he'd bash Lily's brains out with a rock.
Abel's tied up in the basement. He passed out from the pain.
Thanks.
AJ wanted to stay down there and keep an eye on him. Hey, buddy. It's time for us to bury Mitch and say our goodbyes.
I'll help you
Get
carry.
away from him! You're the reason he's dead!
Willie!
Well, it's true! We had a plan, and that idiot messed it up!
Hey! Cut that shit out!
Someone's gotta say it! It's what everyone's thinking!
10!
Yep.
Let me handle this. Talk to Abel. See if you can't find out where Lily took Vi, Omar, and Asim.
Fighting each
I wanted
other
to hurt
is
him,
not
you
gonna
know,
help
to
with
make him
anything.
talk, but I just couldn't. Maybe you'll get more out of him than I did.
should be strong enough to hold him.
Hopefully.
Brody.
Bro, I'm so sad about Rosie. He's my dog now. Okay. Do I just get Rosie now? That's kind of weird. I mean,
Got your gun back, huh?
Uh-huh.
empty though, sadly. I guess, you know, reasonably. So it doesn't shoot Abel again. Or shoot Abel.
Ready?
What the fuck? Well, it ain't no way to wake an old man up from his afternoon nap. I was having a nice dream, too. About a girl I used to know from before. She also had me tied up, but I wasn't her prisoner, if you get my meaning.
Nice. You don't think either of them get the meaning?
You
I
got
hope
any
neither
water?
of them do.
Other than what you already dumped on me. I mean,
Drink.
You've had your water. Now it's time to talk.
it's the first time interrogating someone, isn't it? You let me dictate the agenda. Makes me think you're weak.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay? I just want to know where Lily took my people.
It doesn't matter. As soon as she gets there, she's gonna turn around and come right back for me. You better give me the 5-star treatment. If I'm smiling when she gets here, you might be able to trade me for a little mercy. We underestimated you little shits, but Lily won't make the same mistake twice. You aren't gonna do that. You don't have it in you.
Just tell us where they took our friends so we can get them back.
Lily will never give him up. Only reason we came here was for more manpower. Losing Jonathan and me for 3 sprouts that can barely hold a gun. Even a dummy like me can do the math on that one.
We're gonna get him back.
You don't know what it's like out there. It's a bloodbath. One community against another. From Richmond to the coast. Back at the Delta, we're at war. With some really sick fucks who make me look like the Virgin Mary. We need people to fight it. Soldiers who do what we say. Point the guns the way we tell them to. You little turds are supposed to be easy pickings.
I don't give a shit about your war, or your fucking Delta.
You think we like doing raids like this? Our home is under threat. It's a good home. Built to last. I do a lot to protect it. Maybe you can understand that.
And I do a lot to get my friends back, so stop wasting my time.
Okay. Front pocket. The answer to all your questions. Read it.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. What the fuck? Is this code?
No, it's fucking Leviticus. I was hoping it'd be some timely moralistic shit about turning the other cheek. Well, come on. That thing ain't gonna light itself. Wanna know where your friends are? Smoke will clear my mind.
Please don't be
Help me
laced.
remember stuff. Like where Lily went. Come on, kid. Don't make me wait all day. Now that is heavenly.
I hate that I called it.
Shit.
That's a lot of blood.
Oh, fuck. This is not good.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
We have medicine. We can still patch him up.
I don't think so. When you pushed me off that balcony, something must have burst inside of me. No medicine can fix this.
We'll take his brain, put him in a robot.
Shit.
Apocalyptic. Makes
I
sense.
never wanted things to end like this. Everything. It all got out of hand. Now look at me. I'm a fucking mess.
Will he turn?
No! My whole life, everything I ever got, I got with my own two hands and my will. For my body to turn on me, to take control. I'll tell you where to find Lily. Just promise. You won't let me turn.
And this can't be like last season where, you know.
I'm begging you.
If you're honest with me, I'll put you out of your misery. You have my word.
Okay, we have a boat. We're docked a few miles west of here, at an old fishing pier. Your friends are on the boat. You got what you wanted. Please, don't let me become one of those things. Please, I don't want to turn.
I don't know why it's hesitating. Like I knew what I wanted.
Not that. I wanna let me keep my face.
Can I choose to dis?
You don't need to watch this.
I want to.
Just like Clem. Great. Huh.
At least he can't hurt anyone anymore.
Put it on it to his bald spot.
Yeah.
Anyway. I didn't torture him that much.
Come on. We have a boat to find.
I wouldn't call that torture. Like, I probably the worst thing I did was the water.
Once we find the boat, we'll look for a way to sneak on board.
Yeah, 10 doesn't fuck it up this time.
Dude, shut up.
It wasn't Tin's fault.
Yes, it was! Mitch died because he...
Say one more thing about Tin. I dare you.
Guys, there it is.
You see anything?
The beach, a boat, and a wood street in the water.
That's called a pier.
Pier.
Okay, let's spread out and focus on those areas. Keep your heads low.
So I know I didn't say anything earlier, but he mentioned Richmond when we were talking to him. Abel did.
Have you ever seen this thing before?
No way. Pretty sure I would have remembered an old-timey riverboat. And from where I'm sitting, looks like that pier is the only way inside.
Well, let's see what else is down there. There are a few on deck, a couple others on the pier. Could be more inside. Wait, I see Violet.
Holy shit. This is really it. We found them.
Lots of places to hide right there.
The pier has plenty of cover on it. If we're careful, we can sneak in undetected.
Yeah, yep. Thinking like Clem, I guess.
I can see an entrance.
Yeah. There's one at the other end of the boat, too.
There's a small opening at the top of those closed doorways. AJ and I know how to deal with those. I don't see any obvious place to keep prisoners.
AJ sized.
Don't boats have brigs? Boat jails.
Maybe, but where?
Now that, I don't know.
Well, you around there, because that's where Vi was being taken. Okay.
There's no good cover leading up to the boat. We're gonna need one hell of a distraction.
Another boat. Oh, now's the chance, kind of. They have a bow and arrow? What's so quiet? Oh, crossbow. Yeah, makes sense.
Now we just need, what, a dozen walkers? How hard could that be?
Maybe not as hard as you'd think.
What I learned from the Whisperer, not really learned, but acquired knowledge through word of mouth about walkers through the Whisper. Through a Whisperer.
Find anything over here?
They have horses.
Let me see. Are those torches?
I think so.
Could be easy fire.
Yep, yep. Mm-hmm.
Setting the hay on fire would get their attention. Scare the horses too.
We could get on the boat easier that way.
If we cut those horses free, we could slow down anyone trying to chase us.
I feel like he's gonna die.
Anything
he's
useful?
Looks like building material.
Bloodlusty.
Furniture. Probably stuff from the train station.
Alright.
Sheet metal, wood, and quite a bit of it.
We should have that stuff.
They're loading those rafts with supplies.
I could cut those loose and just ride them downriver. Easy.
Maybe. Or torches.
More torches.
Torches?
We could use the fire.
Oh, yeah.
More torches. More torches. That's what I just said!
We should get out of here before they spot us. We can talk through the plan once we're somewhere safe.
All right? What's the plan?
Well, they've got guards posted on the pier and the boat. There's no way we can take them all at once. Our only hope is to distract them while we sneak on board.
We should burn their stuff.
That'd work. We could burn the supplies or the hay they keep for the horses.
Whatever we don't burn, we should take. Ruby would love to have the horses. But I'd rather steal those supplies. I could build traps. Weapons.
Yeah, we'll steal their supplies and burn the hay as our distraction. If you're going to steal from the rafts, you have to do it carefully.
Like, horses are good in the long run.
The fire will lure the raiders away from the boat, and we can sneak across the pier.
If anyone sees us, they'll shoot.
Maybe horses may have been better. The supplies we
Remember
can
that
get
guy I told you
anywhere
about,
and make
James?
supplies. Horses we can't
He
make.
sent in walkers to save us from Lily and Abel. Maybe we could convince him to do it again.
If we can find
If
him.
we lead a big enough group of them onto the beach, we can blend in without being seen.
Well, hell yeah. Let's find out how much he charges for his services.
What about after we get everyone home? I mean, the raiders will just come attack us again. What then?
Hide, quick! A raider. Has to be. You all stay here. I'll see if they know anything that could help us.
Concerning.
Drop it. How many of you are there? How many of who? I'm not fucking around. Answer the question. 8. There's 8.
Clem,
Seems
stop.
like a lot more than 8.
Hey, Minnie.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
After the attack, I wasn't sure. I mean, I heard they burned half your school down. Who survived? Ruby? Mitch? Brody? 10?
Ruby and 10 made it. Mitch didn't. And Brody, she died.
10's boots holding up okay?
His boots?
They're so old, they're more holes than rubber. I duct taped him up the last time I saw him, but that was a while ago. His boots are fine. You're Clementine. The girl who took over after Marlon died. It's weird. I thought everyone would want to lean on their own. Not the new kid. I didn't ask to be put in charge. It just sort of happened. Is that the kind of wishy-washy bullshit you say to everyone back home or just me? Excuse me? Abel figured he could talk Marlon into handing everyone over like he and Lily did, but... like they did before. You ruined the whole plan.
What are you talking about? Marlon traded you and Sophie like it was nothing.
Yeah, and we all survived it. Marlon would have never made them fight the way you did. He wouldn't have gotten people killed.
That is some grade A horse shit. Clem saved us.
He wouldn't have gotten people killed. He murdered Brody. What?
Minerva? Where's Sophie?
She died protecting the Delta. A hero. A hero? God, you...
Minerva!
Shit.
Rockingham! Finish up and head back. I want to be in before dark.
I feel like Willie's
ma'am.
gonna do something dumb.
Our boat leaves for the Delta in 2 days. Then it'll be a couple of weeks before we can come back for the rest of you. When we do, don't fight. The only way you're gonna save your people is to let us take them. I'm serious. Don't fight this. If Tin could see you now, he'd be ashamed to call you his sister.
So rude. But definitely called for.
Are you okay?
It doesn't change anything. We still have to get onto that boat.
You all should head home. Start getting things ready. Get everyone caught up on the plan.
Everyone except 10.
I warned you.
Enough, both of you. AJ and I will go find James.
Be safe.
So, how many walkers do you think James will help us get? 15? 100? 1,000?
10,000.
I don't... Ow.
Gunshot wound.
It feels like someone pinched me from inside.
Internal bleeding?
Here, let's rest a second.
Clint,
Just like Abel.
I keep thinking. When Willie said all that stuff about Tin before, I got so mad. He was being mean, and Tin wasn't even there to defend himself. I wanted to hurt him. I know I shouldn't, but I just can't stop thinking about it. I want to just punch his head. I tried breathing, kicking rocks.
It's okay to get mad at people. You can't help that. But those thoughts have to stay in your head, okay? Don't act on them. Ever.
Okay. I'm strong. I can control what I do. But not what I think. Like, I think I'm mad at Tin, too. Running out of cover when Lily attacked the school was really stupid. But he just doesn't know stuff like we do. And then Willie started yelling at him instead of helping him learn. Why don't the other kids know all the stuff we know?
They're
When
dumb.
there's a plan, you have to follow it. And when you yell at someone, it just makes them not listen.
Well, the
I
other
should've
kids
chose the
haven't
bottom
had it as
option.
hard as we've had. We had to make a lot of mistakes to learn what we know.
Now, let me explain my reasoning for that. The right option is kind of, to an extent, bad, depending on how she actually covers this topic. Because it's like, they don't know stuff, they're sheltered, aka they're useless, is a bad mindset to have, because we've seen it before in the show, in the comics, because people who are even, like, sheltered in the zombie apocalypse can still provide and be useful. They just need to learn stuff. You can also learn some stuff from them, like the bottom option, but, like, anyway.
Yeah. I guess. But Tin's mistakes are just so bad. Maybe he'll learn from them too, like we did. It's weird that people are so different.
It is Erickson's boarding school for troubled youth.
Troubled youth. Trouble like bad? So they did bad things? Why?
Okay, sometimes they do them because bad things happen to them. I knew a doctor once, back when you were just a baby. He called it trauma. You have some too, you know. The thing where people can't walk up behind you.
I don't like my trauma. I want to get it off of me. How do I get rid of it? I don't even like the way the
Well, it's
words
called
sound.
baggage, and you leave it at the airport.
Is there just not a way to get rid of it? Because that would really suck. I still like them. I like Tin the most, I think. Even if he does dumb things. Actually, I think he's my first real friend.
Oh yeah? I thought I was your first real friend.
Well, yeah, but you don't count. You're old.
I'm not.
Fine. He's my second first real friend.
I know. The music, it's altering.
I don't see James. Just monsters.
James,
This doesn't even have the
you're
mask
hurt.
on.
Did the raiders do this?
It looked like they had people from your school. Why are you here?
Those people you saw, we're going to save them. But to do that, we need your help moving some walkers.
I could maybe help, but my mask is still in the camp, inside my bag. I can't pass through a herd without it.
Okay, then let's go get it.
Please, I just ask that you don't kill them. The walkers. If you distract them, I can sneak over and find my mask.
Distract all of them?
Please.
I'll try.
I don't really like to play, but I don't want James to hate me. Because then he won't help me. So, But it seems fun to just kick a whole bunch of them in the leg. Oh, that's not fair. I'm gonna die because I will not be cool and helpful. The tree trunk ruined it, so it doesn't count. It's a bug in the game, so it's not my fault. Not my fault the tree trunk was there, making me unable to do it. I could totally do it in real life, so I'm not counting it as a failure. I'm counting it as a bug. Bro, I can't run any faster. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. At least I could go there. Like so.
I don't know how long I can keep this up. Did you find your mask?
I can't find it. The horses must have... There!
Oh, shit.
We have to run.
Hey, over here!
AJ!
No, there are too many of them.
The cart. If we push it, the noise will draw them away.
Yeah, it's like how the season began. Something with wheels going very fast into a tree, making a loud noise to distract the walkers.
AJ, are you okay?
Driving the plot forward.
Yeah, no bites.
I know it would have been easier to kill them. You're kind. I appreciate it. Really.
And it was an achievement. Okay, cool. I assumed it was.
Thank you for helping me get this back. How will walkers save your friends?
They're being held captive on a boat not too far from here. We can't sneak on board without cover, not without the raiders gunning us down.
You want to use walkers to hide? To sneak on board their ship? That's insane.
It's our only chance.
I'm insane.
I have something I need you to see, so you can understand what you're asking.
James.
We still need his help, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, we do.
That's mostly why I wanted to spare. What if he still doesn't help me, though? Because he wants to show me this thing.
It's safe. Just a little further.
I don't know why I thought he was behind me. Oh, there's definitely collectibles here because we can free roam.
Clem, what's this?
I remember this.
It's called a salt lick.
Salt lick? Ugh, sounds gross. Or maybe it's actually good, like chips. Those are salty, right? Like the snack bag in the car.
I'm just gonna let him figure
Can I
it
lick
out.
it? I'll just do one lick. Oh, gross. It tastes nasty.
Wait, did I lick a salt lick? Because I got an achievement for it. It said, remembered the good times. Did you lick it? I'm... It's a very weird thing out of context.
Beatnik.
Nice. Yeah, I think Disco Broccoli's a whole rip on VeggieTales. VeggieTales and Parappa the Rappa. It makes sense to
My
me.
people, my former people, they had a practice. They called it collecting.
Oh no.
They use them as a weapon. I do this to protect them. I know it sounds strange, but that's why I brought you here. To see them as I do. As people.
As people?
Not people exactly, but something in between. Part of us is still in there.
Something lost in the abyss.
Deep down. So few of us die anymore. We turn. Not dead, not alive.
God, I hope that's not true. That sounds like hell.
To you, maybe. I think it seems peaceful.
Do you really think there's people inside of monsters?
Somewhere. Yes. Think about it this way. Has someone you cared about turned?
Clem's friend, Lee. She shot him before he did. Oh, she doesn't like to talk about it.
Sorry. Maybe this wasn't the best way to explain. Didn't mean to bring up difficult memories. I lived among walkers for years. Still do, in a way. When they're alone, they're harmless. Innocent. If you want my help, I need you to try and walk with them. Then tell me if you really believe they're just monsters.
They are just monsters. They're not people or friends. Clem,
She'll be safe, I promise.
this isn't smart. It's too dangerous.
She just needs to move as they do.
You know Violet would do it for us.
Yeah, she would. The first rule is never go alone.
I'm not leaving you. I'll be right back.
Find the exits.
I will.
Remember to breathe.
I will. I promise.
The mask will disguise your scent, but be gentle and be quiet. Touch the wind chime. You'll see.
I did want to comment though on the sort of logic where it's like, yeah, alone they're not harmful, and it's like, yeah, you can use that logic about a bunch of people or things. Like, yeah, when, I mean, you could say sharks, but that's actually accurate. Like, yeah, when there is a rabid lion who will bite and attack anything it sees, if it doesn't see anything, it's not gonna attack you. But also, you know, I understand what he's saying, but the logic might not necessarily be there. It's fine. Funny because I was gonna say, hey, I look just like James when he has his mask on. That's the point. That is literally the point. You look like the same old dude, allegedly, who he stole the skin from.
Whoa, hey there, kiddo. It's all right. I'm fine. See?
No, I really like that in execution and everything, because like we have the Whisperers in the show, and spoilers in the comics because, well, this is based off comics. But we never really get to see them too much as not just the enemy. You don't get to see why they think what they do. We just see, oh, that's the world now. They're backwards. In the comics, a little bit more backwards. In the show, you know, it's the same thing, but less impactful, in my opinion. Like, we see Lydia kind of, you know, be like, oh yeah, this isn't necessarily normal by the end of it, but that's kind of it. Like, it's actually really cool that they actually explored this, did this little scene thing in this game, because it makes you appreciate the Whispers a little bit more. Makes them have a little bit more character than just, yeah, this is how the world works now. I don't know if it's necessarily the intention of what Robert Kirkman wrote for the Whispers, but it's cool. I like it.
No bites.
No bites.
So, do you still think they're just monsters?
Swimming
Now
with the
that you've
sharks.
seen them at peace, any different at all?
I think you might be right about there being something more to them. It was kind of nice in there.
Really? Never met someone who understood.
I was just saying that, though.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Have you ever killed a walker before?
I have.
Really, dude?
Many.
Inappropriate. I mean, I guess
Have you ever killed a person?
he's just curious. Oh, okay.
Many. But that was a long time ago.
When he was with the Whisperers.
I've killed someone before, too.
AJ,
You've killed someone?
Yeah. I'm a murderer. But I'm trying to atone.
Well, that's good. I guess.
that's enough. What about the walkers? Are you going to help us save our friends?
I thought I could, but I can't. So many walkers would die. All of the death this would cause. I'm sorry, Clementine, but I can't have more blood on my hands.
So let me get this straight. If you really had to choose human life or walker life, which is more important?
Walkers are peaceful. Humans...
My friends are alive, not kind of or maybe alive. They're trapped and they're afraid. They need my help.
Oh no. Angry
I
Arthur.
may be stubborn, but I'm not heartless.
Oh? Guilt tripped?
Those raiders are cruel. They force others to be the same. And if your friends are anything like you, I don't doubt they're worth saving. It'll take some time to guide them through the forest to the shore. Others will join the herd as they go. Tomorrow night, be ready. I can't undo this.
This game, at least, I don't know about the others, also does a great job with making the walkers look like they were people in the past. Especially with walker masks. Like, I could sort of get an image of how each of these people would look. Which is really cool. They're not just generic zombie
You
asset
said
5.
there might be people inside walkers. Did you mean it? Is he right?
Honestly, I just told him what he wanted to hear. Walkers are just walkers.
So you lied?
We needed his help to save our friends.
I wish there was more of an in-between
Some
option.
lies can help sometimes.
Yeah, white lies.
Come on, AJ. Let's get back before it's too dark.
I feel like that's a good place to call this. I'll call it once I get the loading screen thing. Hey, that was Act 1. So yeah, it's a good place to call it, I guess. Figured I'm halfway through. As usual, want to keep these the same length usually. But I'm going to pick this up directly after in next episode. So if you want to watch that, that'll be out a day after this releases. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next time, later days.